What's going on, guys? Mir here, welcoming you back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I just have to say, this music is, like, some of the best music I've ever heard. It's so great. I can't help it. It's too great. Me and my trash white boy dancing. So, honestly, as of now, I think the best girl is Monika. Fortunately, to my knowledge, we're not allowed to attempt to date Monika. We'll have to settle for second best, which we can all agree, regardless on who we think best girl is, we can all agree that the second best girl is Yuri. Hands down. Like, you can have whoever you want, but you have to admit, like, if Monika has a perfect score, Yuri has a perfect score minus a singular point. Regardless on what that highest score is, Monika or Yuri is that when it's an infinitesimally small amount. Yuri is just a very close second, so we're gonna go for Yuri from here on out. This is a visual novel. Dating the sim. So, we're gonna continue where we left off and read our poem. I don't remember most of it. Oh, wrong voice. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. It's been time. Also, you guys have no idea how excited I am for this series. Like, I recorded this on Thursday. The last episode you saw, I recorded on Thursday. I record on Mondays and Thursdays, offsetting it so I have time to edit and make subtle changes and all that. So, I last recorded it on Thursday, and I have just been like, I had to stop myself from just continuing playing, because this game is so great. I'm 45 minutes in and it's great. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. So, this game is so great. I couldn't stop thinking about it over the weekend. It's all I was thinking about. And now we're back playing it again. It's gonna be so great. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? Yuri, I apologize. I ranted about how it bothers me, I think. I did it before I recorded if I didn't do it on camera. So, I pronounce it Yuri, not Yuri, because Japanese pronunciations and weeb right here. You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Is that the worst I've done? EBH. Actually, I kind of look forward to sharing things with students, because, for those of you who don't know, today is Monday as I'm recording this, and it's the start of a new semester because, which means new classes, all new classes, because, we have, like, instead of having, 8 classes all year, we have 4 classes for a semester, and then we have our final exam. So, on Friday, I had my last final. Today, I had my first class. I'm in English 4. I am so looking forward to writing things and reading them to the class. That's just something I like. I like reading things aloud to people. It's a lot of fun. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! I think it's the wrong voice. Sadie and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sadie is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Not surprised. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first? I have options! We all know Monica's the best girl. We gotta go with Monica. The poem might not be written for Monica, but we can still try to seduce Monica, because Monica is best girl. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting an effort. Hi, Vamir. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more skilled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry about it, Vamir. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Vamir. I was going ooh in my head while I'm reading it. Really? It's really metaphorical! It was such a mess! It was such a mess! But such is life. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Yeah, deep. Let's go with that. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Oh, that was me, sorry. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. It's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayadi, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Me! That is me! Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it or just by feel, or just letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn to try new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It can take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you out if what suits you the most, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Not hole in the wall. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It it wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in! It's kind of direct. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of stuff has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, lots of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. I did not read that at all. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had a little epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets, fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper, then tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. I can relate to both. I really can. I do write stuff. I can relate. What she is saying is 100% true. Pro writing tips. Excuse me. So if you just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. God, this is a talk show. Who should I show my poem to next? We all know we're going for Yuri. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering up her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting over now? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Relatable! Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. She said there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. But having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think is the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers, that's when they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice, learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Nancy can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Lights. Okay, The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Ooh. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. It's not worse than mine, I promise you that. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read it. Yeah, cursive's not my strong suit. Well, I just don't read script very often. Actually, I think her handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Judy? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Amir. Really? I also totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to the ghost, lingering in her past, remaining the place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Yeah? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah! If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Amir. Me too. So what's next? I really hate childhood friend tropes. So, I'm not gonna show it to society if I can avoid it. The reason I hate childhood friend tropes is because of the ending of Bleach. Now, if you haven't read the last story arc of Bleach, it's only a manga, they never made it into the anime. Probably for a good reason, because it was trash. But if you haven't read it, I won't spoil it for you, so if you want to go read it, you can, spoiler free, but they pull that trope not once, but twice, involving all four of the characters involved in the only two ships I had in that series. Won't say anything, but that's why I hate childhood friend tropes, because of the ending of the Bleach manga. I'm gonna show mine to Natsuki likes, because she's kinda cute. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. It's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Dang, you wanna get smacked? I'll pass. Sorry. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. It does get straight to the point. I'll give it that. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Oh, well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and shit. So people don't take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Or maybe things that aren't a poem, if you know what I mean. Seeing everyone around you do a great thing can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme in the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, you know. Yeah, guess not, feels hurt, sorry. So I had to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old it was, but if Natsuki was feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her. Wow! I wonder who I could show it to next. It's a total mystery. Whatever shall I do? I guess I'm either going to share my poem. Bye! Damn friendship trope. Sorry for the swearing, this is the anime game. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna try to keep it to a minimum, but it's anime. And after watching Hajime no Gal English dub, by the way, if you want to watch Hajime no Gal, only watch the English dub. Do not watch the Japanese sub, or English sub. It's awful. Now, I prefer subs. Almost all the anime I watch are subs. Do not watch Hajime no Gal sub. It's kind of really stupid. But the official English dub of it makes it sound like a fan dub, and it's so funny. They could not have pulled that off better. I won't spoil it for any of you guys, but there you go. This is a good poem, Amir. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. Only for you, my love. It's not that great. And I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Hint, hint, wink, wink! Subtlety is not her strong point. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Premier. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, society. I'm not sure if society sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't really deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Yeah, I bet it's awful. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not bad. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Mostly had those hashtag bars. Society. It's just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? I am not surprised in the least. No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. At least makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Can I stop doing that? This is so much fun! Monika's the best! Yeah. Next time, I won't forget. That is a fat bet. That is a super, super fat bet. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever! That's also a fat bet. The only skill you got for poetry is that you can drop those hashtag bars. Well, guess I look forward to it. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Society and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. They read in tandem, and I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. She's so shallow. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. She read deeper into it. I bet she read too deeply into it. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy? Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Hey! You mean you had to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Society liked it. And Mimir did too. If based on that, I would gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I really appreciate the offer, but I've spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Mimir liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh dear God. That face. That face. actually kind of terrified of that face. We have encountered our first love rival scenario, boys. And girls, I can't be sexist, it's 2018. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to invest a new member, Yuri! Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Premier appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Ha! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, I wasn't full of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. What? What? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't one whose boobs magically grew in their bigger size as soon as Vamir started showing up. Wait, really? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Amir, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Vamir. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deeply expressed words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Vamir? Well? How did I get myself dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sonny! I love the two exclamation points, but... you know, we have to go with Yuri. For no other reason than she's number 2 waifu and number 2 best girl in this game. So of course it's going to be Yuri. What? I didn't misclick, right? Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. Say? Wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, you're still just putting feelings to it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did! It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should apologize too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, It helps to take a walk and clear my head. Society, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki... She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hand while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Mir. You're too kind. I'm thankful to having you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. But one thing that Natsuki said, well, you know, never do anything so shameful, so... Yeah? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for that one person. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Mir, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk about things with everyone. My head is sinking and I apologize. I'll get this fixed before the next episode. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow! And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. And I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress to not name anything. I nodded myself with newfound determination. Amir, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Society beams at me. It really has been a while since Sayed and I have spent this much time together. I really can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Society, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? No, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. You can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Mir, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun! Looks like society still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Society. I pat Society on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Society as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, we're gonna write another poem, and we will share it tomorrow. Boop! It's the first word I see! Boop! Boop! I'm really tempted. Based on things, I know that's probably not something Yuri would like to see starting out with it, but that would be so much fun, and it's calling to me. I can't help but go, boop! Ooh. Starscape or Sunny Starscape? Yay! Right choice. Marshmallow! Boop! Starlight. Marshmallow! After image. That's what that is. Suicide! Boop! Starlight! Suicide! Wow. I am really tempted to do marshmallow. Because that'll be so much fun. Oops, Starlight Marshmallow. Bouncy. Death. Explode! I have to. Universe. This is so much fun. I love this. Desire. Disarray. Pickle. I don't actually know what that means. I'm gonna do that. Prompt. Sugar. Depression. Vivacious. Do sugar again. Sugar or vivacious? Graveyard. So, graveyard is kind of calling to me. Let's do graveyard. It's gonna be terrible. Parfait. Misery. Fantasy. Massacre. Doki, I can do that again! Let's do it. Oh! Shameless philosophy! Ha! Somebody spilled ketchup on my pants! I am going to use insert legendary Pokemon to destroy all of love. Yo, shoutouts if you know what that's from. Entropy. Unending. Disaster. Vivid. Incongruent. That's not incongruent. It is. Intellectual. Let's do it. Of course, she's the one who has special. Treasure and misfortune. Let's do misfortune. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys very much so watching. Yes, you guys are so watching. I know you guys are. So, these go up on what, Saturdays? Yeah, Doki Dokis go up on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you next Wednesday. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe so you can know everything that comes up in this, so that I can know how you guys are liking the show. If you don't like it, I don't know why you're still here. I just don't understand. What am I forgetting? Twits! Follow me on Twits and send me fan stuff. If you want to send me fan stuff of what you think my poems are like, shoot! Because they're probably god-awful, let's be real. So, with that, I'm going to leave you guys here, and I will see you guys next time. Johnny.